Hey guys, I'm here solo. But that's just because Kelsey is out traveling.
Hi, Larry from far, far away.
I'm gonna kick off headlines. Hey everybody, get this. There's a super small chance an asteroid could hit Earth in 2032, so no need to panic just yet. NASA says the odds of a strike is slightly higher than 2% right now, but they are keeping watch. The asteroid was first spotted in December 2024. It's believed to be somewhere between 130 and 330 feet wide. Now for reference, a football field is 160 feet wide. It's currently about 27 million miles away, and it will slowly fade from view over the next few months until 2028, when scientists will be able to have a better prediction of its path and if it will hit Earth or not. Until then, the space rock remains on both NASA and the European Space Agency's watch list. So check back in 2028 for an update on where the asteroid is.
Let's get into this baby Malayan tapir. Born earlier this month, he weighed just 20 pounds. Now that's pretty tiny in comparison to his parents who were 800 and 900 pounds. His white and black fur are normal. Some say it looks like a walking watermelon, which I kind of agree with. And as he grows up, his face will turn black with different colors along his body. These animals are considered endangered, with only about 3,000 Malayan tapirs left in the wild. This bird was part of a program that helps maintain populations of endangered species. The yet-to-be-named cat will stay away from the public until about the spring.
Millions of birds around the world have been dying of something they call the avian flu, but you might know it better as the bird flu. Last month, the first cases were reported in the US on a duck farm in California. Here's what you need to know. This year, the number of birds getting infected with the virus is much higher than normal. Health experts think that might be because there's a new, stronger version of the virus. Wild birds can usually carry the virus and show no signs of being sick, but when birds like chickens, turkeys, or ducks get the disease, they usually end up dying. The biggest impact of the bird flu on people right now is eggs. The more chickens that have bird flu, the less eggs there are in grocery stores. So if you're at the store, you might see the egg shelves empty, and if there are eggs, the prices are going to be way higher than normal. Some restaurants are even charging extra because of the shortage. Now you might be wondering, is there any way other animals or even humans like us can get the bird flu? The short answer is yes. There have been cases of people getting the bird flu, but it's pretty rare. And it's important to know that the Center for Disease Control says the risk for humans is still very low right now. There have been some cases of cows in the US being affected, which can happen if they're in close contact with sick birds. Most human cases of the bird flu only happen after someone is in direct contact with an infected bird, close enough that they're touching their feathers or cleaning up after them. Scientists and the federal government have been working together for the past few years to develop a vaccine for the bird flu, specifically for the strain that's most commonly found in the US. Now, switching gears.
I love February 14th, Valentine's Day, a day dedicated to love and friendship. Now, how did Valentine's Day start? One story says the day honors Saint Valentine, a priest in the Catholic Church who got caught helping couples secretly marry when they were not supposed to. It was believed men were better soldiers if they were unmarried. Another story says the day came from a Roman festival that celebrated the coming of spring. Valentine's Day allegedly became a romantic holiday somewhere in the 14th century. The first Valentine's Day note may have been written in the late 1400s, and Shakespeare mentioned Valentine's Day in some of his plays. You could thank a 20-year-old woman named Esther Howland for the first holiday card. But what about those candy conversation hearts, which taste absolutely nasty to me and have been around since the 1800s? A candy maker created the machine that not only cut the shapes, but printed the phrases with vegetable coloring. Today, it's estimated 13 million pounds are sold in the weeks leading up to Valentine's Day. But for me, I just want the most gorgeous bouquet of flowers. I'll skip the candy hearts and the chocolate.
Valentine's Day isn't the only big red holiday worth celebrating. It's also the birthday of one extra large, extra lovable dog. Clifford, the big red dog, celebrates his 63rd birthday tomorrow. After starring in over 90 books, TV shows, and a movie in 2021, he has a lot to celebrate.
Happy birthday, Clifford, and happy Valentine's Day.
And a happy Valentine's Day to you.
Everybody he meets along the way falls in love with him, and that resonates through every book.
Uh-oh, I'm sorry, but don't worry, I can help.
Clifford is timeless because he's so kind-hearted. He's childlike, he's innocent, he's also big. He makes a ton of mistakes, and I think that's pretty relatable. I know I make a ton of mistakes. And I think also the fact that he always gets forgiven when he makes a mistake. And I think that's a very human want, something that we all need.
There's There's my big red reading buddy.
And there's my favorite person.
The idea for this big red dog came from author and illustrator Norman Bridwell, who had always wanted a dog the size of a horse. Clifford was originally named Tiny. Ironic. But his wife thought that was pretty boring.
Norma would not have it. She had an imaginary friend when she was growing up that was named Clifford. That's why Clifford is Clifford today.
Na 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 na, la da da da, da da
Clifford.
da. Whoa!
The first time I met Norman was with Norma, his wife. He is just the most gentle soul, and I think Clifford is a piece of him. He is just so kind-hearted and sweet and funny, actually very, very funny.
And did you ever wonder why Clifford was red? It's not actually because his birthday is the same day as Valentine's Day.
Norman always said he just loves vibrant colors, and he wanted something that was fantastical.
I'm so lucky to have you.
Aww.
And Clifford is as popular as ever, with at least 2 new books coming out over the next few years.
We're always looking for new ways to make more Clifford content. One of our partners in London noticed that kids were watching and rewatching the Clifford episodes, and they were like, "Can we get more?" And we were like, "Yes."
Ooh, I know what's coming. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Here it comes.
Happy birthday, Clifford.
It was so cool getting to check out everything at the Scholastic headquarters, and of course, a very happy birthday to Clifford, and many more, buddy. Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop. There we go.